Hi, this is Leo A. Belt of www.leosplace.us. And today I'd like to talk about abuse and neglect in nursing homes where elderly people are concerned. There's far too much of it. Some of it results into death and bed sores and broken bones because a person fell because they weren't attended to by the nurse, and meals sitting there getting cold because nobody would come in and help them eat their food. Some of these elderly people are not able to do these things anymore, and we need to be looking out for them. And if you're in a nursing home, you're working in a nursing home, you got an obligation to be looking out for them. And if you're not, you don't belong there. It makes me sick. Sometimes it makes me want to puke. I hear about so many cases. And now they're going to sue these people now, these nursing homes, which I think should have been done a long time ago. This is a problem. I think if you're convicted of neglect and abuse of an elderly person and it results in damage to the elderly person, whether it be a broken bone, a bed sores even, especially bed sores. I mean, you give them the dignity to at least give them a bath and change their sheets and their bedding. You owe them that. They were there for you when you were younger, even in some cases before you were born. These elderly people were the inventors of many things, many products and services that make your life easier today. And it says respect your elders in a lot of places. You need to start respecting your elders and start giving them the dignity. So at least let them live their final days out with some dignity. But you're taking it away from them, and you know who you are. And if you're watching this right now, I'll tell you, you make me want to puke. The attitude you have with elderly people. I think what should happen is, if the case comes to court and it results in death, it results in the elderly person breaking a hip because you weren't there you weren't watching what they were doing and trying to help them to see to it that they got to their walker okay and stuff like that. I think you ought to be the one to go to jail and get a jail sentence of at least 3 to 6 months or a year or two, depending on the severity. And I think if it results in death and it was at your hand, I think you ought to be the one to go and do a life sentence in prison, or at least 5, 10 years, or 20 years maybe, so that you don't ever forget what you did. That's my solution to the problem. Lock the people up and give them stiff fines as well. These elderly people deserve respect. And you people in the nursing home, if you don't feel you can give them the respect that they're due, and if you look inside of yourself, and if you feel like you're not going to be the type of person that will give them the respect and take care of them like you're supposed to when you get the job in a nursing home, then you should go find another job. Do something where you're not working around people. Because myself personally, I love animals, elderly people, and babies. And neither one of them groups can fend for themselves. And in this country, it's up to us to take care of our children, our elderly, and our animals. It hurts me very much when I see and hear about cases. My aunt, she's passed away now, God rest her soul. A few months back, before she passed away, she broke her wrist, and it took them 3 days to get her to a hospital before they finally took her to an emergency room, and she fell because she wasn't being properly attended to. And I think something should have been done about that. And there's worse cases. People break hips, people break arms, legs, because someone's not in there taking care of them and tending to them like they should be doing. This has gone way too far. And I think it's time America starts standing up for the right things instead of the latest material things. And start getting back with some morals and start respecting your elders. Thank you, and God bless you, and God bless America. Have a good day. Bye.